It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Well, there you are. Good morning, everybody. It's
Here
the morning
I am.
show on XL7. I'm here. Look who's here with me, Scooty Patootie.
I'm here.
Do your whoop whoop. So,
Whoop, whoop.
yeah, it's like
Sorry,
you gotta
I'm
get
trying
that in.
to fix Facebook because for some reason Facebook is not liking me.
There's a glitch in the Facebook system this morning. I don't know why. I subject myself to this. I know why I subject
I'm
you
live
to
on
it.
Facebook.
Oh, well, thank
Just
goodness you're
for
live.
everybody, we're
What about
finally
me?
live.
Am I live too?
Well, I kind of got you cut off, but it's okay. I'm live. No, that's all that matters.
Oh, see.
Okay, we're good.
Are we good?
We're good on all platforms.
Do we
We're-
need to
we're up.
start over again? So, good morning, everybody, on
Whoop, whoop.
on the morning show. It's going to be a great day today.
Apparently.
Apparently. Well,
You're having a good day.
I'm having a good day. Well, I woke up this morning. That's,
You woke up and you
It's
knew
a
you were going to see
positive.
me, and you were just left in awe and wonder.
It's like, well, we all have our crosses to bear. You would be mine. But anyway, it's going to be a beautiful day, I think, today, don't you?
I think it's going to be a nice day. I'll take it.
So, yeah.
The days lately, I like this kind of weather.
I know.
Right now.
It's very nice, isn't it? And the nights are clear and kind of cool, comfortable. So, what's new in the world of Scooty?
New in the world of me, absolutely nothing.
All right, another
Another fun-fulfilled.
fun-filled, productive day for you. Okay.
No, I've got on the good note. I got most of my install stuff. We do a bunch of install stuff on the side too, internet and cameras and different things. So we got all them done for the week. So now I can focus on this stuff and
Focus on your job then.
on this side of my job. So it's been a good week, though. I can't complain. It's been, like I said, with the installs and stuff and having nice weather, it just kind of worked out.
Well, that's good. That's good.
I do want to say, because this is an important day,
What is it?
my wife's birthday.
Today's Amanda's birthday?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Amanda.
Yes. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday.
You got big plans? You'd better say yes when I ask you
Well,
that to you.
we're actually got plans, but we're not doing the big plans today.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to do it this weekend, and then we're going to go to Springdale and hang out with the grandchild. So
Okay.
that's big plans.
That is
But
a
then
big
we're going to
plan.
do a get together the weekend after that with the family and
Okay,
everybody.
so
A
birth.
delayed birthday. Well,
No, it's
we've
birthday
got
month.
yeah, because my dad's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Scooty's dad.
Popper.
Happy birthday, Popper.
Mr. Popper. So his birthday was before, and then my uncle's was a little before that. So we're just going to do one big get together.
Hey, that is
Blowout.
great. Though, but my philosophy is birthday month or birthday. It's birthday season until Amanda says it's over.
I did a birthday week one time, and I expected my whole family to call me every day and wish me happy birthday, sing me happy birthday every day for a week.
Oh my! You are so.
And then as soon as that was
high-maintenance.
over, I was like, "Well, that didn't work out, so we're not going to do that anymore as a family."
Hey, you are so high maintenance. But we do birthday month,
Yep.
and it usually gets extended because it's basically birthday month until I say it's over.
I hear you.
So
I'm okay
I
with
think
that.
that Amanda and Popper and everybody, they just need to keep celebrating. Celebrate
There you
you
go.
today, Amanda, because this is your day. I think everybody should celebrate their birthdays because it's the day that
Yeah.
the world got that much better.
Yeah, I don't get the people that I don't celebrate my birthday. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. It's not necessarily celebrating your birthday, but that getting everybody together, Grilling out, having a good time.
Oh, it's celebrating my birthday.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's all about carrying on a pedestal. Gotcha.
Make no mistake. And of course, Pat and I, our birthdays are a week apart. So we kick off. He was born on
And you
the
got
1st.
this chair just a little taller than everybody else's, and a crown that you wear during. Yes, I get it.
And you get special, things like if you're deciding where to go eat or whatever, it's like that person gets to choose. And yeah. So, well, happy birthday, Amanda, and happy belated birthday to Popper.
There you go.
And everybody in Scooty's family. Let's just get all that out there.
There you go. Get it done.
So, well, also, in honor of Amanda's birthday.
All right, here we go. I'm ready.
Couple of big things today. It's National Picnic Day.
Ooh.
I like picnics.
Maybe
Do
she
you?
needs to go. Maybe she wants to go on a picnic.
Yes, it'd be a beautiful day for it.
It would be.
I like
Go out and
picnics.
spread
Do
out
you?
a little blanket, have a little food.
Have a little food. Do you know where picnics got started? The
No,
history
I
of picnics.
do not. But I bet you do.
I do. Thank you for asking. Just
Where did
segue right
picnics get
into it.
started?
Thank you for asking. Nice little segue. No, picnics, actually, the history of picnics, they started in the mid 18th century. So that'd be like mid 1700s in France, because they would take their loaf of bread and their wine and their cheese and some fruit and go spread out on a blanket outside and
There you go.
have a little relaxation time. I do like a picnic. I like to go to the lake or the park. We go to the park sometimes. It's just nice to kind of get outside in the sunshine and
Get the good
the
reason
breeze.
too, and I'm with you.
So happy National Picnic Day. That'd be nice to take Amanda on a little picnic
All right.
and get her some chocolate. That's all I'm saying.
You know Amanda too well.
Yes, I think it's important.
That is my get out of jail free card.
Yes.
Chocolate.
Well, today, you better have a big old, chocolate something when you walk through the door. That's all I'm saying. So, big day. Big day today. And the NFL draft starts tonight.
Okay.
So that's fun.
There you go.
My favorite part is when they say, with the first pick of the 2026 NFL draft, the whoever select so-and-so quarterback, whatever school. And then they say, like, Denver, you're on the clock. I like that part.
Yeah. You're on the clock.
You're on the clock. So, big day for a lot of football players that are looking to be drafted. So,
Awesome.
I don't even know who has the first pick or anything. But
I don't
anyway,
either. I don't
it's a
follow.
big day for those guys, because dollar signs.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would say on the other side, there's a lot of managers that are stressed out.
Yes, that's true. They get paid a lot of money, though, to get
Yes,
stressed out.
they do.
They
They
not?
do.
Now, if you were a professional football player, where would you want to play? What would be, in terms of, I always look at like the climate. That's my thing. And the uniforms, because the uniforms are important to me. But where would you want to play?
I mean, if you're talking about playing somewhere where the climate's nice, I mean, you're talking about around somewhere on the coast or something. But I don't know. I don't follow a lot of football, so if anything, the Saints. I like the Saints.
The Saints? I'd want to go probably to Tampa Bay.
There you go.
Somewhere in Florida. That's, anywhere in Florida. So
I mean, you'll make enough money, you can buy whatever you want in Florida.
that's true. But, the climate and just being on the coast. But I think Tampa Bay, because the Gulf Coast,
Yeah, I
so
can see
pretty
that.
around Tampa. So anyway, big day for those guys. Well, on that note, I can't think of anything else we need to talk about
better
this
start
morning
the show.
other
We
than
gotta-
just segue. Our guest is over there. He beat me here today.
Yeah, he is chomping at the
I
bits. He
like
is
that. He's
ready
got a
to
lot
go.
to talk about. So we're gonna move on down the road with the next item on the. Let me see what it says here. Oh, could it be the morning prayer sponsored by Hospice of the Ozarks? Hey, give Hospice of the Ozarks a call if you're looking at having to make some decisions about an end of life care or chronic care disease. Blah. I'm getting all tongue tied this morning. I'm so excited.
Or if you're
But
if you're
hospice-
taking care of somebody, you just
If
need
you-
a little respite.
Yes, a little respite care if you are caring for someone. Give them a call at 870-508-1771. They will be happy to guide you through whatever journey you're on, provide you resources and support. And that's a good point. A lot of people out there don't know this, but with the hospice house and with the in-home hospice, if you are a caregiver for someone who is experiencing end-of-life issues and you need some respite care, give them a call because they can definitely provide you some assistance with that. And they do good work. So
They do.
Give them a call. And on that note, let's all bow our heads for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this gorgeous day that you have created. And we thank you for just the gift of life. And we thank you for the blessings. And we know that you knew us before we were formed. And we just thank you for each and every person and the opportunity to live our lives and to live in such a beautiful part of the country. And we ask that you walk with us through this day. Forgive us of our sins and trespasses, and be with our military, our governments at all levels, and be with those who are sick, those who have unspoken needs, those who are lonely, and just all of us. Place your hand upon us today and guide us through this day for thy glory. We ask these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
All right, going to take you want to do a full break? What's your
Yeah,
thought on
let's go ahead and do a full break.
that? All right, we're going to do a full break and we'll be right back with the weather.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Scooter said we're coming back, and here we are. How about that?
There you go.
Hey, it's time for the weather.
Brought to you
us
by the Z Team.
The Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora over there at Century 21 Lemac Realtors. And gosh, you can go to their website, retiredarkansas.net. Take a look at the MLS listings there. They want to be your realtors. And while you're on their webpage, just take a gander, as we say in the South. Take a gander at all of their customer service awards. And they just
One
are
thing
good
they pride
people.
themselves on is their customer service.
Yes. So if you're looking to buy, sell, whatever you need to do in real estate, or if you think you might be interested, they are licensed in Missouri and Arkansas.
And you will not be upset that
They
you called
want to
them.
be your realtor. So check that out, retiredarkansas.net, or give them a call at 870-405-0793. Tell them you heard about them on the morning show with Scooty.
Scooty.
Scooty Patootie.
She can be like, who's Scooty?
No, Scooty. Scooty who? Click. Anyway, let's go. Can we go to the camera?
You bet.
I bet it's going to be a nice view this morning. Look at that.
That's nice. Nice, pretty
It
open
was-
shot.
Yeah.
Not
nice
a lot of fog.
shot. Not
Get
a lot
little
of
bit
fog.
of mist on the right side, but
I don't
not
see
much
any
at all.
boats out there this morning, though.
No, but that water's low.
Look how low that is
Yes.
today.
Yeah, they're only running one unit on both. It's
That
just
seems
not a lot of water.
much lower than it did even on Tuesday. Huh. How about that? Oh, that's a nice shot there, too. We appreciate them sharing Bob and Linda sharing their cameras with us. We say that all the time, but gosh, they don't have to do that. They could just hog that view all to themselves.
There you go.
And if you go to retiredarkansas.net, you can take a look at that camera night or day. But I do think the river looks lower today than it did on Tuesday. Is that possible?
It could be if they're letting out less water, but
I don't know. Oh, that's a nice view. Little fog there.
Mm-hmm.
But while we are enjoying gazing upon those beautiful views of our Ozark area, I'm going to read some temperatures. It is 60 degrees right now in Mountain Home, Arkansas. 61 in Harrison, Batesville 60, Yellville 60, and Marshall 61 degrees. Salem 56, Mountain View is 61, Calico Rock 58 degrees, West Plains 58, Springfield 61, Poplar Bluff, Missouri 54, and St. Louis is 60 degrees. It's warm already.
it is. It's going to be a nice day.
It's going to be a great day.
All right, let's bring
Let's
up the
look at the map.
radar.
There are no watches or warnings. I guess I did.
You're on the wrong page.
I'm on the wrong
there
page.
you go.
See, I've already flubbed up the weather. This is why I'm not a meteorologist. I'd constantly be, messing up the weather. Anyway, look at that. Clear skies. Clear.
There's nothing around there. Yeah, I was going to say zoom in, see if anything's pop up, but I don't
Look
think
at that.
there is anything.
Nothing. We got nothing. No watches or warnings in our area right now. But the forecast today, it is going to be a beautiful 81 degrees for the high. A chance of showers and thunderstorms overnight. Chance of precipitation 60%. Low of 61 degrees. And then Friday, 90% chance of precipitation. Heavy rain tomorrow with a high of 75 degrees. Friday night, 90% chance, no, I'm sorry, 60% chance of precipitation Friday night, and the low of 54. Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 79. Saturday night, 40% chance of precipitation. Through the night, mostly cloudy, 58 degrees. Sunday, chance of showers, 50% chance of precipitation, high of 77. And then Sunday night, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, and low of 63. And that chance of rain is going to continue through Monday, 50% chance of precipitation, thunderstorms and showers, high of 83 on Monday. So we got some rain and storms coming in, so everybody pay attention to the weather.
It's that time of year.
It's that time of year. You never really know when they say thunderstorms, you know, how severe they're going to be. But so everybody pay attention to the weather and heed any watchers or warnings, wouldn't you say, on that? All right, pollen count. We got moderate tree pollen today, very high grass pollen, no ragweed. So allergy sufferers, I'm right there with you. Norfolk Lake water level is 551.68 feet. Level is 0.32 feet below full pool of 552. Bull Shoals is 655.16 feet. Level is 3.84 feet below full pool of 659. Norfolk Dam is running 1 unit minimum flow. Bull Shoals Dam is running 1 unit minimum flow. So, there you have it.
All right, get a
rain
quick
is
word
coming.
of Ozark Farm and Lawn.
Farm and Lawn, and we'll be right back with community events.
Be right back.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozark's Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
We're back with community events coming to us.
Ozark Farm and Lawn.
I was waiting on you to do it. You usually cut me off. Brought to us by Ozark Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Isn't that right?
They are. They've always got deals going
And
on.
they've
Always got great packages, great financing options. You name it, they've got it.
Yes. So go check them out at 4423 Highway 62 West here in Mountain Home. They'll be happy to help you. They have new equipment, pre-owned equipment. They've got farm equipment, construction equipment, Kubota, New Holland. If you need it, they've got it.
Any kind of outdoor equipment you're looking for, from small to large, they probably have it in stock. Their inventory
Yes.
is massive of what they keep.
And on their website, ozarksfarmandlawn.com, they have got all kinds of package deals and promotions going on right now. And this is that time of year. So get out there and check out their inventory and take something for a little test drive. And if you need service or parts, they're your go-to people for that as well. So,
Hay
Scooter
season's
Rose.
around the equipment. I recommend getting your equipment serviced and give them a call. They can take care of you in the service and
Yes.
parts or whatever you need.
Yes, tell them Scooter sent you. They'll know who Scooter is, I'm
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, don't tell them Scooty. Say Scooter. They'll know.
Yeah, say Scooter. Don't say Scooty, because if you say Scooty, they're not going to know who that is. But anyway, we appreciate them a lot. All right, we've got some community events to go through. In production right now and playing this weekend and next weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over at Twin Lakes Playhouse. We are putting on Play On, a comedy farce about everything that can go wrong in putting on a theatrical production does go wrong. And that's over at Twin Lakes Playhouse Friday and Saturday this week and next week at 7 p.m. And then this Sunday and the following Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets are $15. You can go to tlpmh.org or call 870-424-0444. Come see this play. It is fun. It is a fun play to see. If you've never been before, this is a great one to cut your teeth on because it is funny. All right, May 2nd, coming up here just in a couple of weeks, the Cotter Trout Festival is happening, and they are giving away a gift basket worth over $2,000. They are selling tickets for that. Tickets are $5 a piece, or 5 tickets for $20. You can get tickets or get more info by calling 870-425-2166 or 870-435-7447. And this gift basket has a 2-day guided fly fishing trip for 2, a 2-night stay for 4 guests at the Cotter Trout Lodge, lots of gift cards, art, outdoor gear, gourmet food and coffee, and premium bourbon from local vendors. So check that out. And then Southern Crunch Promotions is hosting a demolition derby May 16th at 7 p.m. over at the fairgrounds here in Mountain Home. Admission for adults is $10. Children 6 to 18, $5, under 6 free, and you can buy a pit pass for $20. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's going to be a wild time up there at the fairgrounds, so get your tickets for that. Saturday, May 23rd, over at Fulton County Fairgrounds in Salem. They are hosting the Kentucky Headhunters live in concert. That's going to be a fun time. Gates open at 4 p.m. and the concert starts at 7. And you can get more information on that and find out about tickets at 870-895-5565. That'll be some good music right there.
Yeah, it is.
And
great band.
that is a fun band to listen to. So check that out. And then the American Legion Alley White Post 52 is still selling tickets for their 308 rifle giveaway. That will be held June 2nd. And you can call for tickets at 870-424-6277. All proceeds go to support local veterans and their families. And then just a reminder to support the Mountain Home High School NJROTC. They are going to be representing not just Mountain Home, but the whole state of Arkansas at the July 4th, 2026, 250th birthday of this country and the parade and all the festivities in Washington, D.C. So if you are interested in supporting them and their trip, call the high school, I would say.
Yep.
And find out how you can best do that. So congratulations to them. All right. Well, those are all of the, anything else to add to that? Do you have anything else?
No, I think you've taken up all the time.
All right. Well, then my work here is done. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the really good part of the show. And we're going to have Ted from Arkansas Game and Fish Commission here to talk about burning.
All right.
All right. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show. I've got Ted Zawislak, did I say that right? From Arkansas Game and Fish Commission here with me this morning, and it's always good to see you. And we're going to talk about burning this morning, and we were just talking about a month ago. It was kind of smoky.
Yes,
outside,
yeah, it was pretty.
What was happening with that?
Well, we're kind of in a record drought right now, and so we hadn't had a whole lot of rainfall. And this is kind of our traditional, what we call dormant season, burn season. And so there's I guess it was back in mid-February, there was a weekend that I can particularly remember that was very smoky in Mountain Home. And on that particular weekend, there was, the lower wilderness on the Buffalo River. The Park Service was burning, that whole lower wilderness off, which is, several tens of thousands of acres.
Right.
U.S. Forest Service was burning a lot in Sycamore National Forest, also on that particular day, and plus a lot of local landowners and that kind of stuff were burning. So it was just a culmination of, you're as a burner, you're waiting on those right weather conditions, and when they all come together, of course, there's only X number of very good burn days, and so when those all came together, everybody was trying to do it all at the same time, and so it was putting a lot of. But those large burns like that, and there was a southerly wind. Of course, it was pushing mostly to the Twin Lakes area, so. There was actually a couple you could actually see some of that on satellite, radar, and that kind of stuff, those smoke columns and stuff on those particular days, because it was pretty heavy. So.
Well, I always think of, if we've had burn bans, with it being so dry, and I always think about wet versus dry, but there's so many other factors that go into whether or not it's appropriate to be burning.
Right.
Wind. Right.
Humidity.
Yeah. And so is this season, you said we're kind of in a drought kind of season, but is this unusual for this time of year to have so many burn bans?
Well, it is unusual in the fact, there's what's called a red flag day, which is the National Weather Service puts out these national warnings, which actually kind of supersede even burn bans.
Oh, okay.
They're like a tornado warning. Basically, National Weather Service puts it out, and so those warnings are triggered by very low humidity, very, very high winds, drought conditions and stuff. And so generally in Arkansas, like out in Oklahoma, out that part of Texas, they get those probably
the plains
pretty often. Here in Arkansas, I mean, it's a handful of, a handful of days that they'll throw that out. But, in the last 6 months, we've had several of them.
Seems like we've had more than usual.
Right. And it's just because we're kind of in that kind of rural record drought. Goes back all the way back to June of last year. We just really haven't had measurable, we've had scattered rains, but just, so it seemed like we would get a little rain that would get us out of burn bans, and then, then things would continue to dry back up.
So right now, is there a burn ban?
No, I don't believe so.
I didn't think so either. Yeah. I just
and it looks like there's rain coming, so
there's rain coming for sure.
Now this is kind of the end of our what I call dormant season burn, because now green up has happened.
And what does that mean?
Well, like noticed all the trees budded out, all the leaves have come out, that kind of stuff. And so typically from about this period, we'll start burning again in what we call the growing season in, say, July and August.
Okay.
Later in the year, but generally kind of this time period is time period where there's not a lot of burning going on.
So like from right now until about July is considered not a burn season.
Well, we typically don't, and we're going to talk a little bit. We can pull up that next slide there, kind of talk a little bit about some historical fire, and so kind of talk a little bit about the history of fire, and kind of probably if we were in Mountain Home back here in the 1800s, back when Henry Schoolcraft, he was an explorer. He was basically our Lewis and Clark. So he came through. You can see that map right there. He started in Potosi, Missouri. He came down, I guess, right down into Bennett's Bayou, right through the middle of what's Lake Norfolk today, down to Norfolk. Probably made it down there to the old Wolf House, and eventually went up the White River up to basically what Springfield. There's actually a cave there called Smallin Cave. It's a tour cave. You can go and they talk all about Schoolcraft. He stayed in that cave. It was documented in his journals. And then he came back down the river in a boat of some sort, and then all the way to Batesville, and then looped all the way back around. And so why is this important? Well, I mean, this was 1819. Arkansas, became a state there 1836. So, this is before we were just a territory. But he wrote what the landscape was like, and specifically in this area. And he has it down. They've kind of documented on that map there where he was by each day. And so if you ever read the journal, I would lay that map out where you can kind of see in your mind where he was at each day. But scroll up to the next. So he makes a couple of quotes in there that are pretty shocking by today's standards. He makes a comment there. One of the greatest inconveniences he finds is the difficulty of finding wood, like firewood is what he's talking about, and water at the same time. And you think, well, you can find two sticks over here anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
And look at this quote. It says you can ride a horse at full gallop and not hit a limb.
So that's a pretty open woods, like that picture there on the right. I mean, you could ride a horse through there and not hit a lower limb. Now go down here to Sycamore National Forest and try to do that right now. So
I mean, that's amazing.
And so he talks a lot about what's called level woodless barrens covered with wild grass. And so he also talked about coming across large landscapes of freshly burned area that Native Americans had burned off. So fire, in one way or another, the landscape was different than it is today.
Right.
And so the forest that we have over here in the National Forest is not probably typical of what it, is probably a lot thicker and a lot more dense forest than we had back in his time. So, based on his journals. And then there's some other things, some other evidence. So scroll up to the next picture, no, go down right there. So You know, that picture on the left is a 1800s land survey notes, and you can barely see this little faint kind of weird shape there drawn out that says prairie. And if you see where that exactly is, that's Mountain Home High School and Mountain Home football field. That's about a 300-acre prairie that was designated in 1800s on that, if you go by section, township, and range. And so there were several prairies in this area that historically were, and so the difference between a prairie and a woodland, a prairie is just wide open grass.
Right.
Like
a pasture land.
Right, but in more, not like pasture like you would see today, not like just green grass pasture. It's more full of wildflowers, it's full of tall grasses, native plants, that kind of stuff. So probably in that yellow polygon there's probably some historical plants still in the seed bank somewhere. I'm sure at some point some of that's got a house on it by now and a football field. But anyways.
That's interesting.
Of course, we got turf on the football field now, so
for sure.
I don't think we worry about that. But somebody did tell me at one point, I showed this slide, they said at one time before the football field, before they put turf, you might know that, but that there was a lot of grass, clumpy type grass and stuff.
Really?
So.
Well, that's been 200 years. And now we've got these, forests around. Is that just from time where the Native Americans burned things off and it prompted the growth? Or
it's from fire suppression. So you scroll onto that next slide about Smokey the Bear.
And we were talking about Smokey the Bear being such a
So as biologists, we have mixed feelings about Smokey the Bear. Smokey the Bear is considered the best ad campaign in the history of the world, because it taught you that all fire back then, they taught you that all fire was bad. Don't look at it, don't try it, don't do anything with it. Just prevent it. And while we do not want wildfires anymore, it shifted Americans' culture away. If you think about the early settlers, fire was a part. They were adapted to fire, and they knew there's a lot of lost history there. They knew how to use fire, and they knew the timing of when to do it and that kind of stuff. Well, when the ad campaign come on, America's consciousness shifted away from that, and so now what we're trying to do is we've lost all that knowledge, so to speak, and that culture. So now when we try to implement fire in a good way, you're kind of resisting against that program. We've been programmed
programmed, yeah.
So anyways, Forest Service has kind of changed their messaging with Smokey the Bear. I think we talked about it. They talk more now about wildfire, preventing wildfire, that kind of stuff, and we don't want, we still want to prevent wildfire. We don't want, but we want to implement prescribed fire. Prescribed means you're doing it for a prescribed reason,
right?
During the right conditions. So.
And that's the difference, isn't it? I mean, if you're going camping, you still want to.
Yeah, you don't let a campfire get out.
Don't let a campfire. Make sure your campfire is put out and before you leave.
You don't want to throw cigarette butts out like when there's a burn ban.
Exactly. There's a huge difference.
And those can be very devastating at the wrong times.
Yes.
So I'm not trying to minimize that. I'm just saying
there's a difference.
It changed
for sure.
people's opinions on fire.
Right.
And so, now. And so, like I said, circling back to our very first conversation about that smoke, what we hope the public realizes that the very good burn days are very small in between. So, hopefully when they see those days that, the Forest Service is burning or that kind of stuff, they feel, well, it's an inconvenience for me today. It's smoky, but it's for a good reason. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, we only get like maybe 3 to 4 really bad smoky days around here, and it's generally in that February time frame. So, so maybe maybe people will really kind of understand the reasoning behind it, when next time of year when this comes around, because it happens about every year. Everybody thinks, well, what's going on,
Somebody's
they get on Facebook and they're like, well, where's all this smoke coming from?
Yeah.
And it's like, it happens every year. Everybody has a short memory.
It really does happen every year, and usually I just think, somebody's doing a prescribed burn today,
Right.
because it seems like it's all at once.
Right.
Well, we need to take a break.
Okay.
So we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back to talk with Ted a little bit more about prescribed burns, so don't go away.
Sleep Mart is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels, from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Our community. Relationships matter. A handshake still means something. And neighbors look out for one another. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're more than a bank. We're your biggest supporters, because every dream, every first step, and every big moment deserves someone who's right there with you. Farmers and Merchants Bank, rooted in Arkansas, growing communities. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today, where comfort meets savings.
Welcome back to the morning show, and I'm visiting with Ted from Arkansas Game and Fish, talking about burning, and we were just talking about the difference between a prescribed burn and a wildfire. So
Right.
there is a difference.
Yeah. So if you show this slide here, we kind of talked about historical fire. Now let's talk about kind of what where we're at today. So now we have what's called prescribed fire. We're using the latest science technology. We even have drones that will drop fire now. We have, of course, they'll do it by helicopter, that kind of stuff. We have these groups down there in that far right. That's the North Central Arkansas Prescribed Burn Association, which is a group of landowners here in Baxter, Marion, and Boone County that help each other burn.
Oh.
So it's like a fire club you can join.
Yeah.
And it's just neighbors helping neighbors kind of deal. So if you're interested in that, they have a website called arfire.org, and so you can go to their website and get, I think it's like $25 a year to join their deal.
Wow.
And you get access to a whole trailer's worth of equipment that has been donated to them Plus, you get volunteers to come help you burn, so you can do it safely.
So that volunteers to help you burn, and then you go volunteer to help each other.
Yeah, you go help them, and then they come help you. So,
And you said their website is
arfire.org.
Fire.org.
Yeah.
arfire.org.
Yeah.
Well, that's really nice.
Right.
That seems like a good benefit for people that have land to burn.
So go on down a little bit, and we'll kind of talk about a new effort that's kind of started. So this is related kind of to those prescribed burn associations. This is something that they like all their members to take is the Game and Fish Commission and the Arkansas Forestry Division basically jointly put on these trainings. And so I guess about two and a half years ago, there was an Act 695 that was passed by the state legislature creating this qualified prescribed burner program. And so it's kind of like, there's like the pesticide class that landowners have to take if they want to purchase a certain kind of herbicide. It's something similar in that line of classes that landowners take. But what this does is it's not saying that you have to have this certification to burn in the state of Arkansas, but for the ones that do, the law affords them civil liability protection as long as they adhere to the standards of the law. So, kind of scroll to the next one. So it's a 2-day course.
Okay.
The first day is a lot of classroom information. A lot of presentations that we give on the actual burn laws. We go over what the actual laws are. We go over fire ecology, which is where I took some of those slides about the schoolcraft stuff. We talk about the history of fire, why it was on the landscape. We have a whole bunch of weather presentations. We have the National Weather Service has partnered with us. Their meteorologists actually talk about humidity, dispersion, temperature, all these fire metrics and how they're important. And then there's actually, I don't know if you knew this, there's a website you go to get a fire forecast that's different than looking at the weather that you were looking at, and it gives predictions that are related to fire. And so we teach you how to print that out, how to interpret that. So and then we talk about fuels, like the difference how grass burns versus brush versus logs, that kind of stuff. And then we talk about smoke. We talked about smoke management. There's a couple of online tools we give people that will predict the direction of where that smoke's going to go, and if there is any smoke sensitive areas in that, like hospitals, like chicken farms, poultry farms, that kind of stuff, nursing homes, that kind of stuff. That way maybe you might plan your burn where the wind's in the opposite direction, blowing away from that. So there's a lot of planning involved in that. And then we talk about ignition techniques of different ways to ignite the fire. We do talk about suppression, like what happens if you do have to put it out, if it gets out of your particular fire break, that kind of stuff. And then the final thing is a burn plan. The burn plan is your legal document that you fill out ahead of time that you follow, and as long as you follow those guidelines, that liability protection is going to be there can always be something that could happen in any conditions, but the best way I can describe it is two people go into court, say they burn some hay bales up on their neighbor or something. Two people go into court. One has this class, he lays out his burn plan, all the stuff, and an act of God happened and the wind shifted and it burned these hay bales, versus the other person just went out there with a couple of drinks and lit a match and went to town. You would assume that in a court of law that those two people would be looked at differently. Correct. Yes. And then there's actually a test that these participants have to take to get this certification. So, and we do have a burn demo with each people. So we want to, so scroll on down, there's some pictures of, so these are some real pictures from some of our classes. And we get torches in people's hands. We want everybody to get comfortable with the equipment. We go over all the pieces of equipment that we suggest that you use. And then, like how to use each piece of equipment. And, are you going to be 100% an expert at the time you get this? Maybe not, but we hope that, you're on down the road. And then the next step is joining that PBA and getting some on the ground experience, yourself. So,
and the classes are free.
They are free, and you can get 2 free lunches out of the deal. So,
all right. Well, that's a deal too.
Yeah, we have a grant that pays for the the supplies and that kind of stuff.
Do you have are these classes just held certain times of the year?
We just got done doing a whole bunch of them from January till now. The last one wrapped up last week. We had one in Calico Rock, but you're scrolling down. I'll kind of show you how to. Actually, let's go to the website, and we'll kind of do it live. So this is on our website, agfc.com, ArkansasGameandFishCommission.com, and at the top right there, you hit that events right there. Yeah, hit that. And so right there in the middle where it says interest, click on that, right there, yeah. And so if you'll scroll down, there's a bunch of different things you can sign up for. Keep scrolling down to landowner. Hit landowner. And so, yeah, scroll down there. So we don't have any right now, but you can see we do have a quail workshop coming up in Yellville. Click on that Yellville one.
Where's that?
The one there, right there, where the tractor is.
Oh, right there.
Yeah. And so, but anyways, that's where they'll show up right there, and you can. So we got 5 spots available for the one on May the 12th. So all you have to do is click that little green deal, and you log into your account to register. So,
well, that's a very easy website to navigate.
Yeah. So
just go
and that's where we put all our workshops. So like I said, this is not a burn workshop, but this we'll talk a little bit about fire. But this is we're going to go out and walk around and look at this particular landowner who's done a whole bunch of burning. She's done a whole lot of cut and drop cedar. She had a bunch of it's right there on the Bull Shoals Lake. She's cut a lot of cedar, and then she's burned it, and it's just covered in wildflowers and native plants.
Are all of the classes free? Or are there
pretty
some
much,
that
most
cost-
of them are all free. And if there is a fee, it would show it right there. So you can see right there it says attendee cost is free.
So will there be other burn classes coming up
yes,
later?
We'll have I think we're planning on doing another one in Yellville in July.
Oh, okay. So
July, August, September we'll ramp up those burn classes again.
Okay. So you
because
can,
like I mentioned, we're kind of in that window now where we're not burning. So
right, but if people want to plan ahead, because July will be here before
it will be,
right?
yeah.
But you can go to the website, Arkansas Game and Fish, and click on events and go down to under interest to landowner, and if there are burn classes coming up, they'll be listed there, right?
And so that's the same website that if you say you need a hunter ed class, that you'd go to that same website instead of choosing landowner, you just choose education, and then it would show all the hunter ed classes or the boating ed classes. So there's a lot of stuff to look there that people and like I said, majority of it, I'd say 90% of it is free.
And the website, take it from somebody who knows, the website is very easy to navigate.
Yeah.
We just have about a minute left. So the bottom line is pay attention. I think the bottom line is pay attention to the red flag warnings, and you can.
And county burn bans.
And the county burn bans for sure.
And a shout out to our Arkansas Forestry Division. I mean, they've had a pretty hard winter with as many wildfires and stuff that they have had to fight.
Sure.
So I mean, those guys get called out a lot and do a good job.
They do a great job, and That's one call they don't want to have to get is
Right.
that there's a out of control.
Yeah, and
wildfire
they're a great partner
someplace.
with us on these classes. Like I said, they always give the same talk to the lenders. Say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, we're here to, if you get in trouble, we're here to. That's their job, is respond to wildfires.
They're here to help. So, all right. And if people have questions, can they call you or do they?
Yes, our office is here is in Mountain Home. You can just stop by there and get a lot of information. We're in the old police station.
All right.
And we still get people coming by thinking it's the police station,
Here-
but it's not.
Here at Mountain Home. So
The
go
old
on
Baxter County
website.
Library. A lot of people remember it from
Yeah,
that.
the old Baxter County Library.
Yeah.
Well, we're out of time already, Ted. Thanks
Okay.
for coming today. And thanks for joining us today. And you all get out there and have a great day today. And we will see you next time.
All right.